Hello, my name is Scott for SP Gaming and this is Prison Architect. It is day 22 in my second prison. We have an income of just under $10,000 a day. That's amazing. We got 156 prisoners, a total currently of 211 cells, and that is because we added 8 more over here. And I will be getting around to adding the rest. And this is just in case we have an overflow of maximum security prisoners, because we might crank it up and bring up to the total of 48 that we had planned. Right now, actually, we have, 6 SuperMax. We basically set all of the guys here that are deadly or volatile. Basically, if you're volatile or deadly, you ain't going to be in with the rest of the prisoners. Extremely volatile. He's also fearless, which means, yeah, he is going to knock off at any time. What I have done since I last recorded is I pretty much just added a bit more flooring around. I decided to permanently move this yard over to here. And yeah, it is currently the yard. I am also planning to remove this as a designation, make it staff only, and that is just because I've had some prisoner fights over here and I really don't want them to actually come up here. I did want them to come up here so that they could go to, say, the the Alcoholics Anonymous program or the library, or work in the workshop, but I decided, nah, maximum security, you're not, going to be integrating with the minimum and medium security prisoners. Let's just keep you guys separate. And of course, if I wanted to, I can always build me a common room down here to hold, Alcoholics Anonymous program. I did decide to expand this and make it into a proper room, and it is supposed to be a 5x5. It will be a 6x5. And yeah, it's just missing a library shelf and desk. And as soon as they get the walls finished, that'll be good. I was checking my library and it looks like the prisoners, oh yes indeed, they are finally getting around to working in the library. So finally it's paid off. Of course, you have to have this as a separate room itself. Although, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm just going to test this out, if we remove, let's say, 2 tiles of that, let time continue a bit, and go back to deployment, yeah, it counts as its own room. And on programs, or it's not programs, no, it's not programs, it's logistics, prison labor, max jobs 12, qualified prisoners 5, required foundation education program. So, yeah, max jobs 12. So, pretty much, the entire room does not need to be designated as library, as long as it is within a room. I really don't know how that works exactly. But, yeah, just want to go back to logistics. Max jobs 14. Okay, so I removed two whatever it's called, 2 tile wide, and it reduced the amount of jobs. But otherwise, I don't really know why it didn't, you wouldn't be able to specify it if it wasn't in its own room, like we had designed it anyway. Alright, so pretty much, yeah, this is going to be, I'm going to leave it open just in case. Only because, yeah, I'm waiting for this to get set up so that I can make this all just this designation, and just to mark this stuff staff only. They really don't need to go through here. I'm just going to lock that, or set that to normal. And there we go. We got prisoner intake, and I indeed did. I brought in 6 prisoners, 3 minimum, 3 maximum security, because we had 27, so I brought that up to 30, and 57 brought that up to 60. And yeah, pretty much. If we look, indeed, Paul Rogers had a death row appeal. Where is he? And he is down to 7%. So right now, we could, if we want to, go ahead with an execution. But I've decided, by choice, to wait until he's down to 0%. We're going to give him a few more chances, just to see if he could possibly have been innocent or... But, kind of funny. He pled guilty to all these things. So, you know, if he's pled guilty, he could have been, coerced into pleading guilty. Who knows? Of course, if we give him that option, he might say, yeah, I was coerced. I'm really innocent. Yeah, I am. You should believe me, because I made a mistake. And so let's open that up, and let's take a look at our prisoners. Where are they? There's the prisoners. And yet we currently have 162 prisoners. The 6 have come in. And yep. So we're just waiting for this truck to get unloaded. And for the next prison after this, I will probably be changing things up. Probably putting deliveries further down. Just so if there is, it always seems to happen where there's always a delivery truck right there. So I'm going to probably put the reception further up, put the garbage, deliveries, and exports, all the way down so that the trucks, they can get through and they get to the end of the road rather than, holding up our prisoner bus. Anyway, it is currently eat time for the medium security. Free time for our protective custody, and yes, indeed, we have a couple guys in solitary, and he's in there for another 4 minutes, 11 minutes. Pretty sure I checked. Deployment, no. Intelligence, informants. Yeah, 2 of our snitches. What I've decided to do over... Oh, bother. What I've decided to do, and I did figure out why this worked. This was actually not had any foundations, whereas when I was trying to lay down foundations here, I did not realize actually I already had the foundations there. So I've laid this out to be ready for solitary cells, and I will be putting a couple protective custody only solitary cells here, just because. Anyway, let's continue here. And that's just because I don't want them to be in this protective custody. And I see, yeah, we have all of our maximum security prisoners there. Alright, so let's take a look at our deployment, or not deployment, our intake. They are, yeah. So they are jumping off the bus. We have 3 minimum security. Do you see what I see? Yes, indeed. You're a snitch. First one I hover over, I haven't even selected the intelligence trade. You're a snitch. Well, you are now protective custody. Yeah. Well, that was easy. Skilled fighter. Oh, God. Strong, tough, fearless instigator. Are you... Oh, bother. We don't know what you are, Andrew Hale. This may reoffending chance. You, Bubba. Alex Psycho Kramme. Alex Psycho Kramme is charged with sneaking into the homes of 3 women and slaughtering them while they showered. Murder and murder. I guess you only pled guilty to 2 of them, or they only charged you with 2 murders. Sentenced to 25 years for multiple crimes, including murder and murder. Well, you have 50 years to serve. You have served 5 years already. And yet you are strong, you're tough, you're fearless, you're an instigator. So what does that mean? Well, you hit harder with each punch during fights. Prisoner can withstand a lot more punishment in a fight. He can sometimes withstand being hit by a taser. Lovely. So he hits harder, and he can take more damage. Fearless is not intimidated by the sight of armed guards and is less likely to surrender during a fight. And Instigator. Prisoner sows seeds of discontent in all those nearby. When he causes trouble, nearby prisoners will feel compelled to do the same. You know what? Although you do not fit the criteria of one of our SuperMax prisoners for being deadly or volatile, the fact that you are an instigator, you are fearless, so you get people, you start trouble, you're not going to back down, you're tough and strong, I think just maybe SuperMax. Yep, you're our 7th SuperMax prisoner, just because. Just because. And yeah, let's follow these guys. They're coming in through here, yeah. Oh, yes. They are taking it. They're taking the proper route. And I think it's because I put a door servo on these for some reason. Now they're saying, hey, maybe this actually is a better route. Even though there were door servos, they were connected, it doesn't make sense. Unless version Alpha 32, PC Steam, compiled. Nope, I didn't get an update. So that couldn't be why. It would have been nice if there was an update. Really? Oh, bother. Yeah, how about that? Well, we aren't going to be able to use that holding cell, I don't think. So I am going to... If I just concrete wall that, demolish walls that, I put a concrete wall here, I'm going to have to dismantle that and then put a regular jail door there. This would be 5x5, then it'll work. That's what I'm going to do. So, yeah, about that. Yep, they were all taking the proper route. So what if I... Yeah, I only have the one door servo. So I am going to add a second one just because. And I'm also going to check the door controls. Connect. Oh, that one, is that one not even connected? Alright. And yeah, let's now connect those. Okay, those are connected. And then we are going to, yeah, we got 3 of these. And I will eventually get around to it, probably after I finish this prison. I will get around to actually tidying up the wires just because. Let's connect those. But yeah, apparently putting the door servo there made this actually work now. Like, they are actually going in the proper door, which is nice to see. And yeah, I was getting some comments that the hell? Oh, bother. That I should replace these with jail doors. And it's because these are weaker doors, so they'll prefer to go through them. And that's why all of this. And it's just trying to understand the logic of why they choose the specific doors they choose, when it should make sense that if a route has all door servos, it should work how it's supposed to be. So yeah, it's curious how it's supposed to work, but oh bother. Anyway, let's just not worry about that. So it is eat time for the medium security guys. It is free time It is free time for the SuperMax as well as the whatever they're called. For the protective cutscene, that's right. So they are working on that. Do these guys, do these not have water? Of course not. Of course not. Why would they have water? Yeah, I should really hook up some water. Of course, this is why I've never really used the clone tool, because it does not actually put in the pipes. You lay down the toilets, you lay down you lay down showers, you lay down doors, you lay down beds, all that other stuff, but no, we're not going to bother to put the stupid pipes in. That's why I've actually never really used the clone tool, because you have to put down the pipes anyway, so it's a lot of pain. But I can certainly see the clone tool being very useful, so I have used it. I do like it. You just have to remember to put down the pipes. Let's, yeah, like that. That's fine. That's fine. That is fine. And I am going to send this over to here. And like that. Let's let that go. And we currently have $1,965. And yeah, it's pretty much waiting for cash to come in. What do we got for grants? Do we have anything left? Cell block E? No, I'm not going to do it. Carpentry apprenticeship program. That's in progress. Produce 10 superior beds. So we have actually produced a bed in here, I think. Okay, and the education reform program. Alright, they are still waiting. Where is our guards? Where are our guards? Let's ramp it up to speed 2. And I'm going to hire a few more. Did I lose a few? 2 resting, 15 stationed, 14 patrolling, 12 available. I am going to buy 1 guard. That's all I can afford. Alright, so the library is still not done, because it needs the librarian's desk. How many workmen do I got? I should fire some of them. I get 20 workmen. What are you guys doing? How many tasks do I got you guys on? Yeah, I guess I have you doing a lot of stuff. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. About that. How are you guys doing? Oh, you guys are fine. So yeah, I haven't had anyone kick off. Danger is low. 68 prisoners say they are well treated. Well, now it's down to 66. 25 prisoners have serious complaints. 5 prisoners are shackled in their cells or in solitary. Do I have any currently that can become informants? No. Do I have anyone who I might want to extremely quick? I thought that was ex-prison guard for a moment. Expert fighter. Yes, indeed. There is our SuperMax prisoner. He's being brought through visitation. Indeed. All right. Yeah, it was the shortest route. And that makes 7. Library books. Unsorted. Alright, so what do we have here for needs? Bladder, bowels are good. Sleep, good. Food is good. We're at fetal prisoners. Okay. Recreation is critical for, what is it, about 20 people? Yep. Freedom is critical. Well, most likely a bunch of you guys. Yep, the SuperMax. They complain about freedom. Recreation. You're praying. Yeah, you have a recreation drug, freedom drugs, and a... No. You have a recreation need, a freedom need, and a drugs need. Spirituality, which you're taking care of. You have unknown reputation, family, recreation, and spirituality. Yeah. Alright, so there is a parole room here for the max sec, although I don't have... Alright, so I've added a few more rooms. Parole SuperMax. We are going to add parole hearing, and a parole hearing. Chapel in protective custody. Did I get rid of the spiritual guidance? I must have. Chapel shared. Alright, so what we have here. Common room. Ooh, that's right. If I'm going to have to set up, give them some work time if I want to give them alcoholics group. Alright, so workshop shared. Yeah, workshop safety, carpentry apprenticeship, kitchen safety and hygiene, yeah. Guard taser certification. Yeah, that's fine. Common room, protective custody. They don't have a common room. I should just remove that because it serves no actual purpose. Classroom, protective custody. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Office shared. Okay, that's fine. Pharmacological treatment. That's fine, although what I might do, I'm going to move you down here. So that means everyone can apply. And it doesn't conflict with anything. And actually, no, what I'm going to do is keep it here. And I am going to move a behavioral therapy to here. That way, we have one alcoholics group, which is good for everyone. We have one behavioral therapy, that is good for everyone. And yeah, there's a shared time slot for the other behavioral therapy and alcoholics group. That is fine. And so common room, protective custody, that doesn't matter. Common room. Yeah, if I'm going to want to set up, which I do have down here, specified in here, I plan to do something with the alcoholics group in the event that there is actually prisoners that actually want to have that program. So that would mean I would have to give them a 2-hour work period, which could also be free time. Let's SuperMax alcoholics group. Yeah, it is outside of valid work regime. So is this the place we want to put it? I'm going to, for now, alright, so I have one, yeah, I'm going to want to put it here. Yeah, that should be good. And then I'm just going to have to remember me remember something. So between 6 and 7 is going to be Alcoholics program for the SuperMax guys, just in case. So yeah. Work time between 6 and 7. Yep, that'll be it. Or no, not for them. For the SuperMax. And if we go to programs, just to confirm, what is it, Alcoholics Group? Oh, bother. No, it's not. Now it's good. Alright, about that. So they are right now, they were right in the yard. And yeah, I expanded the yard, give them a little bit more space. What I might do is move these weight benches just because of reasons. I'm going to just dismantle these. And then when I get a chance to, I'm going to place them back down. Probably right in here. But that will probably have to wait till another time. At this point, and we might as well just quickly look at our prison grading. Basically, what I did with the first prison, I had went back to the earlier videos and I took a look at what my prison grading was for the first prison. And for the first prison, I had a 28% reoffending rate. We've cut that in half. Of course, that 28% was based on only 10 prisoners having been released, and so far we have had 53 prisoners have been released, so 14% of 53 having reoffended, that's not too bad. Of course, 35 of those have been paroled early, and only 2% had reoffended, and that is what, 2% of 35 is like what, I can't do the math right now. No, math right now is no good. Anyway, so we have had 53 prisoners released. We had a prison value of $400,000 in our last prison. We've doubled that to $800,000. And we have a daily profits in this prison of $10,283. We had a daily profit of $6,996 in the last prison. Capacity, of course, of 100. We currently have a capacity of 209 in this prison, which is good. We've unfortunately had 10 deaths in custody in this prison. Several of them were in that riot, so it's not actually surprising. Of course, we only had, what was it, minimum and medium security in the last prison. And a bit of the protective custody. Although I don't think we had, we didn't. One thing about the last prison, even though it had 100 cells, we did not have 100 prisoners, because part of that was protective custody. Of course, there was no death row either. But so far, we have not had an execution, and I'm still, in some ways, looking forward to it. I've never actually gone through the process. Other people have, and people do have mixed reactions, mixed results about it, so who knows. All I know is that with the execution as it is, I will let my prisoners try to get down to a 0% clemency rate, and then we'll go ahead and throw the switch, as they say. I didn't write the left side numbers, the punishment, which we are currently at 5, reform, which is down to a 3, security, which is up at a 1, and health, which is -2. I don't know what the numbers were for the first prison. I will have to check that up and let you know about that next time, because this is going to be the end of the episode. It is going on about half an hour, roughly speaking, depending on whether I cut anything out to make it a little bit more reasonable length. I don't know how many people like to watch 30, 40-minute episodes, so I'd rather keep them shorter rather than just have a long, boring episode. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you for watching this episode of Prison Architect. My name is Scott for SB Gaming, and as always, have a great day.